I'm back. Hello, good afternoon and welcome back to my channel. I've been off for a very long time. I think this is now going into at least my 5th week. Your 4th, who knows? But the past 2 weeks have just been what feels like everywhere. Haven't stopped. I don't even know how to explain this. Anyway, I went on holiday for 2 weeks in June. It is now July. I'm filming this on, it is July the 2nd, Thursday, July 2nd. And in June, went away for 2 weeks. I went down to Cornwall for a week with my partner's side of the family. I came back and then the following day, I drove to the airport to fly to Rhodes for another week. So I had 2 holidays back to back, which was very much needed. Lots of sun, lots of sunbathing. I am tan, if you can't tell. I feel like I probably look paler, but no, I am actually tan. And I read 6 books. I'll talk about those in another video probably. And yeah, now I'm back, refreshed, ready to go. And also just my brain is scrambled, absolutely scrambled. So I obviously mentioned before I went on a hiatus, I don't know, just to add time off, that I was going to be launching a website at the end of June. I haven't done it yet, so I'm hoping I will have it done by the end of this week for me, last week for you. So when you're seeing this, the website could have been live for a few days, I don't know. And yeah, I think I'm just overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. Started working on the website a few weeks before I went away. I started working on stock for the website before I went away and come back and have just not quite realised how much work I needed to do on both ends of things. I've had to sort out shipping. I've had to sort out getting boxes and packaging for everything. I've had to sort out making everything. I've had to sort out listings, photos, descriptions, all of the things that I personally feel like I'm not the best at. And I'm very fortunate that I have a partner who is really good at these things. Like, he's awesome. He's been helping me a lot. But a lot of things also I've got to learn to do myself, which is fine. I've also been trying to set up a newsletter. I need to get a actual official email address. And oh my god, I just don't know which direction I'm supposed to be going. Basically right now, I just don't know which bits to kind of prioritize, and then when I work out which bits I want to prioritize, I'm like, but. And then at one point I was thinking, should I delay the launch because I haven't got all of the stuff made, or at least it's made but now I need to time it and weigh everything so I can get the pricing accurate. Because if you don't know, if you've not been here before, or if you have and you want a recap, I have been making my own plushies based on one of my all-time favourite love of my life games, Viva Pinata, which means that I am having to make the actual plushie and the pattern and try and get it right. And the first one, while it always looks pretty damn good, I can't get an accurate pricing on it because I'm undoing it and redoing it and starting again and rejigging, and the timings obviously are a bit skew-whiff. So yeah, I'm having to make everything I already made again. Which leads me to another decision I have to make, because now I'm like, what do I actually film? Because we already spent 3 weeks working on worms, ladybirds, big pigs, little pigs, bats. And I don't want to put you through that again. You lot might be fine. You guys might be like, you know what, it's not that big of a deal. It's fine. We will watch it again. I just want to be able to give you something different, because it is literally the exact same thing as before. I'm doing the exact same thing, except this time I actually need to concentrate, which is the other thing. Because I'm having to time stuff, I'm literally having to have my notebook, scales, and a timer with me at all times to get everything as accurate as possible, to then put it in a spreadsheet. And I'm going to be completely honest, filming is the last thing I need. And also, I film on my phone and I time on my phone. Filming is kind of out of the question. So at this point, I don't even know what to film. And to be fair, if it's just me rambling right now, that's fine. I was thinking maybe tomorrow or later, possibly tomorrow, I will show you everything that is currently up on my website, because if you didn't know, I last year did a bunch of markets to try and get my business out there, see how things go, and a lot of things I still have that I am more than happy to sell, whereas a lot of things I'll probably sell, but maybe at a discounted price, because I feel like between last year and this year my skill set has massively improved, the quality of my work has massively improved, and I don't feel like it would be best representing my art now. So I'm a little bit hesitant to put them on, but like I say, if I did them at a discounted price, who knows. A lot of the things are actually still quite cute though, is the thing. But I do have a lot of other things on there. I have all of my bookmarks on there, which I don't feel like I've told anyone about enough, because I've also mentioned before that I make stuff but don't tell anyone, because that's not how my brain works. I like making, the promoting is not for me. But I have all of my bookmarks on there. I've got a bunch of keychains on there. Actually, I think at the moment that's all I have live, active, made. Anyway, I'm changing my business name, which I don't think I've spoken about at all yet, but I kind of touched on it because at one point in one video I was talking about how I wanted to make some more stuff for my business. I don't know, I think it was like branding stuff. Either way, we will be changing from Lero Art to Whimsily Creations. I just kind of think that it is more me. It is still that kind of alternative, funky, bright coloured, I don't know, me, basically. So the new website that I am building is going to be www.whimsilycreations.co.uk. So if it is live, you can go check it out right now. All of my social media will slowly be changing, and all of my YouTube, all of that will slowly be changing. So if you don't see my videos, it's because my name has changed. I'm so sorry, I'm just making things awkward for you. Anyway, but right this second, I don't know where I'm supposed to be going, doing whatever. I currently have a little pig on the go again. This one is a timed one, so that one I'm focusing on right now. I have the feet and the tail to sew on, and then I've also got the eyes and some details to sew on and stick on, possibly tomorrow at the weekend. I don't know anymore. I have got a little bat made, I've got a big worm and 2 little worms almost finished. I have made 3, but I don't want to do the 3rd one because I'm fed up of looking at them. I love everything I made, but I've been looking at these 4 worms for so long, and not only that, I've recently had to send out 2 worms that people have bought, but I'm having to resend out 2 worms that have been lost. So I've been looking at what feels like 1 million worms for about 3 weeks. 2 weeks, 3 weeks before I was going away. And yeah, I'm just I want to move on from that and move on to something else and to be able to get them on. But my main thing right now is that I'm just wanting to get everything kind of made and timed so I can price it correctly, and I feel like I literally do not have enough time to be able to do that, to have them all live for Friday, which is tomorrow, which is scary. So purely for that reason, I keep wanting to tell myself to delay the launch. I'm not even doing an official launch. I just want the website to be up and running so that whenever something is made and ready to go, I can just upload it and you can have a look there. But at the minute, yeah, honestly, my brain is just absolutely fried. It is just gone to mush. And every time I want to do something, I'm like, right, okay, let's do something else now. Because I just can't. I feel like I need to make progress on everything to make progress on all of it, but I'm not making progress because I'm not dedicating my time. This is the exact same situation that I had with all the whips. So I think for now, I'm gonna... So what I was doing before I pressed record was I have just... If you know how I store all of my yarn, there in some bookshelves over there. Well, not even bookshelves, they're shoe shelves. I also have all of these organza bags from Wool Warehouse, which is where I get my wool from. I select yes please to organza bags every time because they become my project bags and my wool, my stuffing bags and all sorts. So I've just separated them into a bag of projects that require sewing, projects that are almost done, that is in need eyes and stuff, and that's kind of it. I don't know why I did that, but I did that. I also resorted out the wool because I've got so much wool that won't fit into the shelves. I've also been spinning a bunch of wool because I find that really fun, and I just don't know where to start. And now, if I'm going to be honest, I'm just talking to procrastinate because I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start. I think I might start by prioritising this one because this one's timed, and once this has been timed, it's pretty much done. And then I'm going to focus on sewing the rest of the stuff so I know they're all at the stage for gluing, which means they'll all be done, because usually I do my cutting and gluing on the same day because then I can sit outside and not have to smell the glue multiple times and not make the house smell multiple times. I think I do that. And then tomorrow, it might not even be tomorrow, it might just be the rest of this weekend because I'm just... There's so much to do. I'm just so overwhelmed. So overwhelmed. And my hay fever is acting up because it's hot. So now my nose is all swollen and stuffy. Yeah, okay, let's get to the stage where everything is sewn up. So all I have to do is glue stuff to them. Have you missed me? Hello and good morning. It is now Friday of the 2 days that I've been filming this week. And today, or last night, or it was yesterday, after I had finished filming with you, I spent the rest of the evening working on the timed Little Pig. No, the timed, technically Little Pig, officially going to be Big Pig because Big Pig is too big. So this is now the official Big Pig with weighted feet. So, and I've also changed how the feet were placed so they kind of sit a little bit more in line. I tried my best to kind of get them like here, and I think it works as long as you push them in. Either way, the sewing, so I did the ears, the additional crocheting on the feet, sewing the feet on, adding the tail, which is a little bit smaller, but it's fine. I spent a total of, I think it was like an hour and a half, possibly 2 hours doing this. So far, minus the bit of embroidery around the bum area and the eyes, this is taking me almost 7 hours, which honestly I'm not mad at. I'm really not mad at that, so that's fine. I also didn't put any cardboard in the nose to make it flat because I wanted to see how it would look without, and I think it looks perfectly fine, if not better. I don't know if it's better, but I mean it's certainly flatter than I was expecting it to look without the cardboard. Anyway, last night at about 10:30 I decided that I wanted to start a new plushie that's not technically new. So it's a new plushie, but it is a official big version of this plushie. I have already made it and you have seen it, which is why I'm crazy and why I'm also willing to try and make another one, because I have a base pattern and I have a small pattern, but I wanted to make one in the middle as the official big version. So you have all seen Big Bat. Here is little baby Bat. So last night I decided to start working on official Big Bat, which is going to be about here, I think. So it's a much better size. I have spoken plenty of times before how I just find it really difficult to make things small. I don't know why. Well, I kind of do. It's a detail thing. I like to try and get as much detail in as possible and be as accurate as possible, and for some reason for me that just means the bigger, the more accurate, which, I mean, yes, in a sense, because there's more wiggle room, there's more play, but I don't know, I've been trying to work on making it a lot smaller. So I've been doing that, and I've also been timing it as I've been going. And as I say, because I already got a pattern, it's easier for me to work in the middle, which is great. Because yeah, I kind of looked at the size difference between the OG worm and baby worm, and that wasn't a huge difference, but you could tell, whereas this one, for the bat, the little bat and the big bat, it was huge. I also didn't time it, so I don't know how much to charge for it. I don't want to make it again because I don't have enough stuff, so I'm going to see if I can make another one with what I have. But yes, yesterday after work for me, I guess, which is obviously, this is my job, me and my partner went on a walk and basically just spoke about how I want to go ahead with the website, because I don't want to keep putting it off too much just because I want to have enough stock and enough available, but I also don't want to put it up too soon where it's like, oh, you know, I know the details of the shipping aren't specific enough, because obviously pricing is a huge thing for shipping depending on wherever it's going. Just basically just kind of talking about how I wanted to go forward with it for this one. So I think what I'm going to be doing is launching it next week, which is the week that this video is out. So hopefully by the end of this week for you, next week for me, when the video is aligned, the shop will be available. You guys will know about it because I will tell you here, and yeah, it will just be available, and I'll have a little bit more up and I'll feel comfortable. I think I'm also waiting on the parcel boxes to be delivered, and again, I just need to work out the shipping and then tidy up a few bits on the website. So I'm at least happy to say yes, it's functional, it works, people can navigate it, it's not complicated, and yeah, that's kind of where I want to go. Whereas at the minute I don't feel comfortable making it live, and it's not even a stock thing, it's a behind the scenes thing. There's just a lot of bits that I'm not necessarily 100% on. I'm not even close to like 90% on it. It's done and set up, but I just don't think it's like done, if that makes sense. But anyway, today I'm going to be working on the rest of this bat. Excuse the noise in the background, by the way. The washing machine is on, we've got a fan on, and I'm bunged up because of hay fever. It's a great time. I love summer, but I love not dealing with this. So I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to try and work a bit more on this bat and just try and get a bit more timed. I reckon I can finish the body in like an hour and a half, maybe, I don't know. And then the rest of the day I'm going to be on my computer upstairs working on some bits for the website, and then hopefully as well I'll be able to spend some time cutting some eyes out for the plushies that need eyes and just felt detail. I did majority of the cutting out for the worms last week anyway, but I ran out of a colour, so I had to order some more felt from a different company that I've not used before, and they had a really big variety of felt. I will put the link here, the name here. I found them on eBay. They had a really huge range of felt colours, which is great for me. So yeah, I just need to do them. So my priority is the website mostly. I'm going to be working on this bat for a bit while the washing is on, which will be done soon, and my partner will be in a meeting, so by the time he is done I can go upstairs and work on some website stuff with him, because he is so graciously helping me while at work. And yeah, hopefully I can get some eyes cut out. As long as I can get them cut out so I can just stick them on next week, it's fine. But I'm feeling a lot more comfortable with that plan than I was yesterday. Yesterday I was just, everything was just felt like it was all over the place, and I don't like that feeling. I don't like it when I'm not able to decide on what I want to do, because things just don't, in my head, nothing is adding up and nothing is making sense, and I can't work out what is a priority and what's not, because I just it just doesn't work like that for me sometimes. So I'm really glad that I was able to talk with my partner and he was able to just say, you know, an outsider's perspective is nice sometimes. Anyway, I'm gonna get on with this. We're gonna do some crocheting for a bit. Yeah, this is probably gonna be the shittest vlog ever, but I did spend the rest of the morning crocheting the new original bat, and I got the body done, which I knew I would. I think I finished it at about like 20 past 11 or something like that. It is now 4:30. So this is the new bat body size. I also, compared to the first one, have doubled up the white because I feel like it just looks a lot better. This is it in comparison to the baby bat. So once it's got its feet on, it'll obviously be a little bit bigger, and then in comparison to the original one, which is currently upstairs, the other one is a bit like up here, something like that, so it works out pretty good. I'm actually really happy with how this size has turned out, and this one is just adorable. So after this, I've spent the rest of the day upstairs on the computer. I also went for a run. Me and my partner have been running because we are now in our 30s and have to start looking after ourselves, so we started running. I went for a run on lunch, about died, and then we've been sat upstairs in the office, or at least I have. We've both been in the office. I've been working on the website, and I basically went through all of the listings that are currently up, sorting out all of the descriptions, the prices, making sure they've all got photos, sorting out which ones are going to be officially going live and which ones aren't. And then I have also been making sure everything on the back end is working, so like payment settings. Shipping is still a question mark purely because we don't have the boxes yet, and the weight of like these in the boxes to get accurate prices, but we have a plan for how it's gonna be done. We're literally just waiting on the boxes for me to be able to do it, and I bet you they come tomorrow when I am out at the garden centre finding garden plants for my front garden box. Say garden anymore. But yeah, I think I'm now, because it's basically the end of the day, I'm gonna do the feet on this and then also maybe the wings. I have a feeling because the wings are going to be smaller, I won't need to use craft wire this time, which I didn't for this one. So the original one, I put craft wire in the wings to keep them up, whereas this one, because they're so small, this one I need to sew a little bit better. I'm not 100% happy with how that's sitting, but this one hasn't got any wire in it whatsoever, and the wings are staying up really, really good on their own, which I'm really happy about. So the only thing really that's posable, I guess, is the ears, but not really. But yeah, I'm so happy with how cute this one is. So I mean, unless I come on later when it's like night time, I probably won't have anything else to update you on. So if I don't, I'm going to say goodbye for now and just say thank you for watching this video. I understand it was terrible. You've been waiting weeks for me to upload and I produce this shit. But you know, I'm just a human girl. Okay, I'm just a human girl. I'm not perfect in any way, shape or form, and this is what happens. But if you haven't already realised, I have been changing all of my social media stuff for when the website is live. So we are now officially under Whimsily Creations, which is my new business name. I hope you like it. I prefer it to Leroy. I also like that my cat Aubrey is the face of the business. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Again, I do apologise for how crap it was, but this is just how it works as a business owner sometimes. I hope this hasn't put you off from subscribing and watching all of my other videos to come, past and present. So yeah, I will. If I don't see you later, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Mwah.